Hi guys, it's Dawn from Open Range Academy, and we're going to talk about puppy insurance, whether it's worth it or not. So, is it really a good idea to have puppy insurance? In my opinion, puppy insurance is a solid investment, period. It almost doesn't even matter if it costs a lot every month, you are going to use it. Puppies are like babies for a little while where they're sleeping and eating and pooping, and then they turn into toddlers and they never go out of that phase. So it's like having a toddler in your life for 10 to 15 years. It's really a good idea to have them covered, you guys. They get into everything all the time. It's just a smart thing to do. Normally what you're going to have to do with any company, whether you got a puppy from a breeder or from a shelter, you're just going to have to show that that puppy has been to the vet. This helps them know that there are not pre-existing conditions because many of these companies do not cover pre-existing conditions. So in general, you're going to be looking at $40 to $90 a month for a puppy package. It can include emergencies and well visits depending on the company you choose. When can a puppy begin insurance? Usually at 8 weeks old. So if you are with a good breeder and a good shelter, those puppies have been to the vet and there's proof of that. So you can have your breeder and or your shelter send those to you, the vet bills, the copies of the puppies going, and you can send that in to the insurance company and get them insured. Oftentimes they will also require a microchip. Who do we work with here at Open Range? We have worked with Healthy Paws for 3 years now. It is always a requirement for our training dogs, period. We have had dogs get their paws stuck on the fence and rip the pad. We have had dogs get into arguments and have to go see the vet for antibiotics for wounds. We have had dogs that have tried to get out of their gigantic half-acre of running room back there and get cut or scraped or scratched. All of that is covered with Healthy Paws. So we do that here because it helps us from having to be paying for the things that puppies do on an everyday basis because they're puppies. So we find that it's really important for our clients to have it too because it's just smart. It's just the best way it works for us. So what will happen is I will take the puppy down to the vet. The vet will do whatever it needs to do, clean the wound, give antibiotics, whatever it needs to do. And then they give me a receipt for that visit. All I do is send that receipt in to Healthy Paws, and then they will either send a check or direct deposit that money right back into my bank account. It's so easy, you guys. It's so easy, and it's so crazy to me that people don't do this automatically for their dogs. What do they offer? So Healthy Paws is the top rated dog insurance plan. It covers accidents, illnesses, cancer, emergency care, genetic conditions, and alternative care, you guys. You can take your dog to the chiropractor or get acupuncture on your dog, and they will cover it if it's needed. I mean, you can't just randomly do stuff like that and expect them to care, but if there's a need that is shown, they are all for every option. So they cover genetic conditions. So this to me is super important, even being a good breeder, is genetic conditions are something that we can try to breed out, but oftentimes it happens every once in a while. You will have a dog with a heart murmur that is going to have to go to the vet. You will have a dog that gets a narrow base canine bite and they need to be seen by the vet so the vet knows if they're going to pull the teeth or just clip the teeth. You know, these are things that are genetic and they are covered. And that is a huge deal because it should be covered. Emergency care. If any of you have ever been to an emergency vet, you know how crazy it can be. We have had puppies go to the vet for Giardia in the middle of the day on an appointment at the regular vet, and it costs $50. You take that same puppy to emergency care in the middle of the night, and you're going to be looking at $1,200 depending on what city you're in. In New York, I've seen it higher. California, some of these bigger cities, those emergency vets are outrageous expensive. So please, please, please do this for your pet. Do this for your wallet. You can take care of your pet, know that you're doing the best for your pet, and getting reimbursed for those costs. The other amazing thing is that with Healthy Paws, there is no cap. So if you get a dog from a breeder and it is struggling, and it's got genetic issues, it's got Giardia, it's got, just a slew of issues, they're not going to say, okay, your year of spending is up. They are there for you. They are there for all of it. And I really love this company. Is it worth it? You betcha. It sure is. So let's talk it through a little bit. Puppies get into everything. They get into everything. They rip everything up. They can get into chemicals. I mean, like, you can put them away and all of a sudden you realize that your puppy had got into it. When we moved to Georgia this year, one of our little puppies got into, they had sprayed out in their big barn for spiders, and the puppy just was chewing on some wood, and we believe that it got that spider spray on the wood and ate that spider spray. The puppy started having seizures, and I thought that it had rabies or something. I had never seen anything like this. So I'm just holding this little puppy while it's seizing. So we take that puppy to the vet. That is all covered. Those are things that you don't expect, but puppies get into everything. They eat everything. They're just like babies. They put everything in their mouth. They must taste everything. Bone and joint issues. If you guys are to look at an x-ray of a puppy versus an x-ray of an adult dog, you will see why this is a big deal for puppies. Their bones are not even close to touching each other. They are like a floppy little rag doll. It's really important that you understand that when you're working with puppies on stairs and things. You have to know that they can hurt themselves so easily because their bones are not even connected at all. We talked about genetic issues. Xylitol is something that I talk about in module 1. Xylitol is a sweetener that is starting to get bigger and bigger in everything. Yogurts, peanut butter, some of these things that we like to give our dogs. Xylitol is toxic to dogs and can kill them. Those are things that puppies will get into and or owners will give them without knowing that information. Parasites are something that you will likely deal with puppies. 25% of adult dogs walk around with Giardia all the time. So puppies getting it they're just so susceptible, you guys. Giardia, coccidia, worms, parvo, all of that is covered. If that puppy has seen the vet before 8 weeks old and that vet said, this puppy is healthy, we're doing good, then it is not a pre-existing condition and the insurance will cover it. Families giving wrong toys, okay? Rawhides, nylabones, things that break up and get lodged into the dog's throat and you have to go take them. We have had puppies be allergic to Cowboy Magic shampoo before, and they would have seizures in their kennel. Like, I would give a bath and 2 of the puppies in the litter were allergic, and I gave a bath and they had a seizure, and I had to haul those puppies down to my vet in the middle of the night, covered, because they were already 10 weeks old. It was just a weird thing that happened, but everything like that is covered. So it's just, you guys, this, I can't urge you enough. This is the smartest thing you will do for your wallet and your dog. I always say Healthy Paws for healthy pups, because our motto at Open Range is happy, healthy pups from Western Colorado. So how I get healthy pups is I'm using Healthy Paws to help give me that cushion of, okay, I can go to the vet no matter what. Sometimes people that are living paycheck to paycheck have this sincere worry of, I cannot afford to go to the vet. What can I do at home to help my dog? Well, if you have an insurance program like Healthy Paws, you can always afford it. You can always take the best care of your dog. It is our sincerest desire that we equip our families for a successful pup raising experience. There is a link in the comments that will take you down to learn more about Healthy Paws, and I would love it if you guys would give it a shot and check it out because it is a fantastic company. We appreciate your time again. Thank you.